Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Fake Grand Order. Ich bin es, euer Demi-Servant. Und irgendwie kann ich es immer noch nicht so ganz realisieren. Beim letzten Mal Furchtbares ist geschehen. Einfach Furchtbares. Wir haben es geschafft und den hier Ursprung des Tempels der Zeit erreicht und Solomon gefunden. Doch das war leider erst der Anfang von etwas Schrecklichem. Zwar haben wir ihn gefunden, doch unglücklicherweise hat uns das nicht allzu viel gebracht, denn im Körper des Königs der Magier war etwas Furchtbares, etwas so Mächtiges, mit dem wir niemals hätten rechnen können. Eine Bestie, ein Monstrum aus einer anderen Welt, welches wir hier zumindest versucht zu bekämpft haben. Es hat hier die Ringe des Lichtes im Himmel erschaffen, nur um die Menschheit neu zu erschaffen, um den Planeten neu zu erschaffen, um das Sterben und den Tod an sich auszulöschen und eine neue Welt zu erschaffen. Dieses Monstrum will alles auslöschen und beziehungsweise hat schon alles ausgelöscht. Und nur noch wir standen ihm im Weg. Ich überlege gerade nur eine C, die mir noch hilft, aber das passt jetzt schon so. Und ja, ein kleiner Demi-Servant und ihr Master standen ihm noch im Weg. Und diesen Demi-Servant hat er ausgelöscht. Die gute Mesh hat sich hier heldenhaft geopfert, um uns zu retten. Und Mesh ist weg. Mesh ist weg. Aber wir dürfen hier nicht sagen. Wir dürfen nicht wanken. Mesh hat sich geopfert, um uns hier zu retten. Und deswegen werden wir Opfer sicher nicht vergeben. Und nun Goetia hoffentlich besiegen. Futile, utterly futile. We are invincible. As long as Solomon's Grand Temple of Time exists, the 72 demon gods cannot perish. Your fleeting life, the struggles of the rock spirits, all of it is meaningless. Reloading the third noble phantasm, you can all die together. I suppose I should give you one last chance to strike at me. At the very least, I understand how you feel. Do it in the memory of Mash Kyrielight. Strike me with those frail human fists of yours and then die. Nothing would make me happier. Wait. Calm yourself a little, Maxi. Roman? Aber das ist keine Übertragung aus Chaldea. Chaldea hat keine Verbindung hier. Das ist der echte. Aber was macht er hier? A suicidal move isn't your style. Try to save your strength for now. Doktor. Was tut er hier? Sherlocks Worte, vertraut Roman nicht. Irgendwas stimmt mit ihm nicht. The final logical barrier is down. The demon god pillars are invading Chaldea. Seal all buckets. What? That's been done for a while? Okay. Then fill the hallways with etheric cluster. That's all, keep them away for a bit. Absolute. About 5 minutes, to be exact. Use the time to get to my workshop. It'll hold a little longer. Abandon the command room. We can't do that. Abandoning the command room would lead to the coffins shutting down. Mash Kyrielight defended. Maxi with her very life. We can't give up on Master Maxi's return on our race shift. Yeah, you're right. Which means I have to do this myself. I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that I was only able to pick up a video. At this point, we just have to struggle until the end. Romani? A meaningful future, huh? Mesh, if that's how you feel, I have to make my stand too. Huh? So this is how it's going down after all. Yeah, this is the ideal time. I've seen the limits of Goetia's power. I was the type of guy who only fought in winning battles. So, yeah, it's your job to defend the command room, Leonardo. Defend it with your life until Maxi returns. You can do it. You're a genius after all. Of course. Now go. I wasn't expecting any souvenirs either. Wer ist er? Was ist er? Hey there. You've done well to fight this far, Maxi. I hate to steal your thunder here at the end, but now it's my turn for a little bit. Romani Archerman, how did a mere human gain entry to my throne room? No, wait. You're that spirit origin. Yeah, I have forsaken the wish I made up in the Grail. From here on, my words and actions will be from my original self. Wartet. Solomon. Solomon hat den Heiligen Gral gewonnen, das haben wir gesehen. Und hat sich etwas gewünscht. Ist Roman Solomon? Also der richtige Solomon? But first, I should take my gloves off. That should help everyone understand. Doctor, that ring on your left hand. That's King Solomon's 10th ring. The one know he lost. No, you can't be. Yeah, it was over a decade ago. When the head of Chaldea, Marisbury Animusphere, joined the Holy Grail War, he prepared the greatest catalyst possible, this ring. King Solomon sent it into the distant future at the time of his death. He didn't know why at that stage. He thought it was just another of God's whims. But Marisbury dug up the ring and summoned a heroic spirit to win the Holy Grail War. That was Solomon, the very first heroic spirit summoned by Chaldea. Alongside Marisbury, he obtained the Grail and had his wish granted. His wish was a very ordinary one. I want to be a human. Why you impossible absurd? Are you blind, Flauros? No, this is all wrong. It's all wrong. You can't be him. And your wish was granted? That man had no wishes. He was inhuman, cold, cruel, emotionless. The man after whom I patterned could not have possessed an ordinary wish. Hearing that from you really stings. You hate me a little too much. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Solomon's wish was granted. But there was a problem. Solomon possessed the skill clairvoyance. In fact, his was so potent that it was essentially omniscience. When he became human, he lost all those powers. That wasn't a big problem on its own, but just before his power left him, he saw it. The end of mankind. He panicked, but by then he was already human. Who? How? For what purpose? And how could it be stopped? He had no way of knowing anymore. He had turned into a normal human by then, but he couldn't just ignore it. Because somehow he was involved. That much he was certain of. And that's how my journey began. A journey to relearn how to be human, quite literally from scratch. I didn't know who the enemy was or what would cause it all. The only thing I could do was endure and prepare for when the time came. Of course, a few instances of good fortune helped me along the way. The greatest of them was you, Maxie. And I don't just mean on the day we met. During this entire Grand Order, there was never a time you weren't there to help me. I thank you for that, from the bottom of my heart. Thanks to you and Mesh, I was able to reach this moment. Oh. Solomon. Roman, your body. Goetia. You said you had no need of the name King of Mages anymore? I'll take it back then. Der wirkliche Solomon. Romani Hachaman. I'm Solomon, King of Mages, Goetia. It is I who shall read to you your last reads. Life always comes to an end. Life is pilgrimage of suffering. But it is not a story of death and separation. Goetia, embodiment of all my sins, beast from my corpse. I shall pass judgment on your evil with my own hands. Ha! Ha! This was so unexpected I didn't know how to react at first. But yes, this is so like you. Now that it's already over, mankind's greatest fool, this worthless king makes an appearance. How like Solomon to come and try to erase his shame. You're no match against us, a mere heroic spirit. The only one who could stop me was the real living you. Only King Solomon and his momentous undertaking could have stopped me. What power do you have after death? I blasted empty head of yours into oblivion. Doctor! Yeah, okay. This is for me to do. Don't worry, it won't take long, then it's your turn.
命とは終わるもの、生命とは苦しみを積み上げる巡礼だ。だがそれは決して死と断絶の物語ではない。ゲーティア、我が積年の残機、我が亡骸から生まれた獣、今こそ僕のこの手でお前の悪を裁く時だ。
笑わせるな、ソロモン。貴様に何ができる？貴様には何もできまい。無能な王、甘い夢でも語っていろ。死ね死ね死ね。やはり口先だけか。常に口先だけだ、バカ者め。やはり死ね。貴様自身の方で引導を渡してくれる。
ああ、初めからそのつもりだ。僕は自らの宝具で消滅する。それがソロモン王の結末だから。ゲーティア、お前に最後の魔術を教えよう。ソロモン王にはもう一つ宝具があると知ってはいたものの、その神名を知れなかった。いや、知ることのできなかったお前。誕生の時来たれる、祖は全てを治めるもの。体感の時来たれる、祖は全てを始めるもの。そして決別の時来たれる、祖は世界を手放すもの。アルス
Leute, wir hatten zum allerersten Mal eine Cutscene in diesem verdammten Spiel. According to legend, though King Solomon had rings that granted him true omnipotence, he used them only once. And in the end, he chose to return them to heaven of his own free will. He seemed to be saying that the era in which fate rested in the hands of the Almighty was over, and the era in which humans would live freely had come. My own noble phantasm will destroy me. It will be the end of King Solomon. What? Goetia, let me teach you the final magecraft. You knew that Solomon had one noble phantasm, but you were never able to learn its true name. No, it was never possible for you to do so. You possess 9 rings, and I possess the 10th. And now, with all the rings here, I can recreate that moment. I can recreate Solomon's true noble phantasm. I can recreate the one human heroic legend about me. You don't mean? Not as impossible! A coward like you couldn't make such a choice! Stop! 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 These rings, the omnipotencies, are no longer yours alone. My third noble phantasm, the time of birth has come. I am the remedy of eternity. Ars Almeda Salomonis. My second noble phantasm, the time of coronation have come. I am the beginning of eternity. Ars Paulina. And now, O Heavenly Father, I return to your blessings. Omnipotence is too much for humans to handle. My work shall be done within the limitations of mankind. Recreating first noble phantasm. The time of parting have come. I am he who surrenders the world. Ars Nova. How could you make such a choice? How could you do such a thing? Why are you capable of making that decision? You, the very incineration of all laziness and compromise in this world. Yeah, it's strange. We saw the same things, sat on the same throne, and spent the same time together. But Solomon and you reached completely unethical conclusions. If there was a difference between us, it would be, to put it simply, I just didn't have the freedom to get mad. That may be the thing that most separated us. What? What did you do? I just let go of everything I had. If this domain itself, King Solomon's corpse, it's going to collapse soon. During his lifetime, King Solomon returned his rings of omnipotence to heaven. This noble phantasm recreates that legend. Phew. But your body... Yes, it is my everything after all. Of course, this body will disappearing soon. I'm afraid this is a bit of a suicide attack. It's not that simple. You just gave up being a heroic spirit. It's not about giving up one's life. It's the complete abandonment of one's existence. One's everything. Everything Solomon made will become worthless. The Temple of Time will lose its power. We 72 demigods will cease to be a colony and go back to being individual demons. Neither King Solomon nor his works will ever appear on Earth again. You know that. You're about to disappear from even the throne of heroes. My band of light is nothing compared to that. You will experience true nothingness. An end to no human has ever reached. The complete annihilation of your being. And you did it to yourself? Romani, what? That's right. I've completely cast aside my position as a heroic spirit. That doesn't mean I will die. But from here on, Solomon will disappear from the throne of heroes. The agent of God will disappear from human history. The world shall be ruled by the laws of physics, by human knowledge. With the complete annihilation of Solomon, king of mages, the age of gods will truly come to an end. You're going to die? Yeah. It's scary and sad, but it's something only I could do, and since that's the case, I have to do it, no matter how painful it is. This is the right thing to do. You and Mash taught me that. That's not fair! It is not fair? Huh, no, I suppose it isn't. So I was inconsiderate right to the end. But now, all the seas are gone. Goetia, your mortal is no more. You were a spell woven to watch over mankind and in turn choose to destroy its future. You have turned away from your duty, and now it's time to pay the price. My duty, my duty! Are you saying that I, as an omnipotent collective, have a duty to watch over mankind? Do you think being forced to watch the lives of humans is an interesting task, one worthy of me? I'm sick of it. No matter what happens, they just disappear, and only fear remains. Every human's life is a story of hate and despair. It is a terrible thing to watch. That's what you fail to understand, Goetia. Of course nothing is eternal, and pain awaits us all in the end. But that doesn't make life a story of despair. Not at all. It's a fight against death and separation in what precious little time one is given. It's a repetition of meaning and parting despite knowing there's an end. Human stories are dazzling, brief journeys, like the twinklings of the stars. They are stories of love and hope. Stories of love and hope. No, utter nonsense. Your deception will not sway us. Die! Die here, humans! Our great deed remains incomplete, but unhindered. I will kill you, kill Maxi, and be rid of the rock spirits. Our union is disintegrated, but there's still plenty of time, as long as I can activate my first noble phantasm before the last of us is gone. A life should not be bound by death. A story that must end like that is worthless to me. Be gone, humans. We 72 demon gods shall grind you to dust. It's time. The last thing the last thing we will see is your victory. This is my order as Chaldea's commander. Don't worry about me. Fight until you claim perfect, total victory. As a human, you defeat Solomon, king of mages. No, you must defeat the beast, calling himself the king of mages. Now, go Maxi. Everything you and Mash have done has led you to this moment, to the end of your journey. Right, Maxi, entering combat. Danke für alles, Romani. Es ist Zeit für das Ende. Das Ende von allem. Zum finalen Kampf gegen Goetia, die erste Bestie. Advent Beast. Evil of Humanity. Beast 1.
助けを超え
Es ist Zeit zu fallen. Monster. So. Game Resistance und Critical Hits. Okay, liebe Leute. Stört mich das? Natürlich nicht. So, kurz noch konzentrieren. Was machen wir? Also. Völlige Konzentration. 1,5 Million nehmen. Oh, Romani, Mann. Du kannst doch einfach nicht so cool sein, Mann. Du kannst doch einfach nicht so cool sein, Mann. So. Das setzen wir nächsten Zug an. Also. Alles hängt von Ozzy ab. Ah, das bringt mir eigentlich nichts, aber ich setze es dazu mal. Alles hängt von dir ab, oh großer Ozymandias. Ich vertraue auf dich. So. Wie gesagt, ich kenne diesen Fight, zumindest den Anfang. Und der ist gar nicht mal so schön. Aber nun gut, wir werden es gleich sehen. Also, wir haben ihn gestunt, passt. So. Und wir müssen nun die Bestie Goetia bezwingen. Jetzt hoffentlich klappt es. Klappt natürlich nicht, aber das ist in Ordnung. Alles ist in Ordnung. Defense down. Bete Martha, bete Cäsar. Okay. So, und los geht's. Liebe Leute, eines meiner allerersten Videos, die ich gesehen habe, war der Kampf von Goetia. Der Kampf von Goetia, wie er gegen einen kleinen Schuh gekämpft hat. Das war nämlich eines der ersten Videos, die ich gekannt habe, wo ich natürlich ja schon bewusst bin, was ihr uns erwartet. Aber liebe Leute, ich habe einen Hans, ich habe einen Ozzy und ich habe einen Merlin, die nun hier bereit sind, alles zu geben und das Monstrum hier zu bezwingen. Also, negatives sind auch noch ein Zug, das ist sehr gut. Also. Das heißt, nächsten Zug geht's dann richtig los. Also. Ozzy! Du bist die Hoffnung der Menschheit. Du bist der Einzige, der es schaffen kann, Mann. Ich werde alle meine Befehlszauber aufbrauchen. Da, spielt keine Rolle. Wie gesagt, das ist so klar wie Kloßbrühe. Aber das ist mir wurscht. So. Okay, das hat schon mal wehgetan. Also, okay, seine Dinger sind weg. Und dann ist es Zeit, mit der Party loszulegen, oder? So, also, jo. Wir critten ihn zu Tode. Ja! Ja! Oh, Imperial Chicky feiert dich so sehr. Wenn du willst, bist du der beste Move, den es gibt. Target receives Debuff, okay, also okay, gut, das kenn ich, okay, passt. Also. Jetzt die Frage. Einfach geht er einfach mal direkt auf Ozzy, das ist natürlich ganz schlecht. Aber okay. Schaut euch meine Brillanz an. Schaut die Pyramiden, wie sie fliegen. Also wie gesagt, Romani ist in Wahrheit Solomon gewesen, der sich hier vom Heiligen Gral gewünscht hat, weiter am Leben zu sein. Ein wahrer Mensch zu werden. Und hier mit seinen letzten Taten. Ja! Wieso klappt das alles? Ich check's nicht, Mann. Und das... Der König, der Bestie, Mann. Und der soll eine Chance haben gegen den Sonnenkönig, Mann. Also ich werde meinen Befehlszauber definitiv aktivieren müssen. Das steht leider außer Frage. Aber trotzdem, Mann. Ja, Chi, Mann. Ich will, dass er es so sagt. Das ist cool. Also, okay. Eine Runde werdet ihr noch überleben, meine Freunde. Und dann habe ich nochmal Kürzer, dann nochmal Ozzys MP und dann... Schauen wir mal. Ich werde, wie gesagt, Befehlszauber aufbrauchen, aber das ist mir so komplett wurscht, Mann. Für Mesh, für unsere gute Mesh, Mann, müssen wir hier siegen. Jetzt critten einfach alle, Mann. Charge gehen, okay. Oh. Ah, Hansi. Okay. Keine Zeit zu wanken. Keine Zeit zu verlieren. Wir sind noch nicht tot. Wir sind noch nicht besiegt. Wir sind immer noch da. Wir, die Menschen, die bis zum bitteren Ende kämpfen. Und wie gesagt, ich werde jetzt alle meine Befehlszauber aktivieren, aber komm, 1,5 Leben. Leute, was wollt ihr von mir, Mann? Meine Aussie einfach mal 370.000 crittet. Ich dachte echt, dass der Kampf richtig super hart wird. Also geht es ja fast. 269.000. 66. Komm, crit. Alter, Mann. Ich brauche keine Befehlszauber. Ja, da kannst du den Pi nicht einsetzen. Scheiße, das habe ich vergessen. Das ist schlecht. Ach, verdammt, liebe Leute. Das habe ich ja natürlich jetzt total vergessen, dass Aussies Skill hier, das natürlich sein MP natürlich sieht. Ach, das ist jetzt schlecht. Aber okay, das hat es mich jetzt eigentlich gekostet. Aber, liebe Leute, mit der Kraft meines Befehlszaubers, Ozymandias, König der Sonne, bitte, du musst es schaffen. Für die Menschheit. Kämpfe. Siege. Vernichte Goetia. Zeig ihm, was in der Menschheit steckt. Zeig ihm, dass wir uns nicht unterkriegen lassen. Zeig ihm die Pracht der Sonne. Das ist für Solomon. Das ist für all die Singularitäten. Das ist für die Quads, die ich alle verschwenden musste, nur um dich hier zu bekämpfen. Das ist für all die Leiden, die wir hier gespürt haben. Und das, Ozzy, das ist für Mesh. Wir haben es geschafft. Ein kleines Mädchen, die Wampe, eine Priesterin, die doch hier gerne ihr Mundwerk ein bisschen aufreißt, ein sehr arroganter Künstler und natürlich der größte König mit Gilgamesh, der Sonnengott höchstpersönlich, Ramses hier, der Zweite, haben es geschafft. Und wir haben Goetia bezogen. Und ohne alle meine 3 Befehlszauber aufzubauen. Übrigens, ich hätte es geschafft, Leute. Hätte Ozzy wäre mir aufgefallen, dass ich eigentlich gar nicht hier sein MP-Ziel machen müsste. Also dann hätten wir es auch geschafft. Aber egal, liebe Leute. Das bedeutet, wir haben einen Heiligen Gral. Auch die Musik, die gerade kommt, das ist die Chaldea-Musik. Ich weiß gar nicht, flippt das Spiel jetzt aus oder wie auch immer. So, der Thron. Und die Singularität bricht zusammen. Das war das, was uns hier schon gesagt wurde. Das bedeutet aber auch im Endeffekt, dass wir hier so schnell wie es geht raus müssen. In der Hoffnung, dass wir hier ja lebendig rauskommen. Das war das, was uns Romani gesagt hat. Section 13, Singularity collapsed. Lauft, Freunde. I was omnipotent, but not because Solomon made me that way. We were born from the distortion in people's hearts, a colony compromised of many demon gods, each granted titles and abilities. I was transcended from the beginning. The moment we were born, we were given omnipotence and the benefit of its perspective. Botis, Batim, Salos, Person, Marax, Epos, Aim, Naberes, released. The only complaint I had was that 72 demon god pillars fused together and were made to serve a single human. Solomon, a ruthless king, an incompetent king, a king who knew everything, yet used that knowledge to save no one. A man who seemed too easygoing, someone completely without worry compared to how he would shake with anger. However, to put it simply, I just didn't have the freedom to get mad. Orios, Vapuda, Zagan, Valak, Andras, Andraphildos, Siminus, Amdusias, release. We were coming apart. Since our birth, I have known true omnipotence, have never lacked for anything. To lose that, to feel it fading away, we cannot begin to describe this pain. My powers are breaking apart so quickly. I'm fading. Our entire existence is winking out. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. As more and more pieces of me fade away, this This horrible pain is robbing me of my hands, my feet. Furfur, Marchosus, Stolas, Halfas, Malfas, Furkalor, Vepar, all have faded away. I don't know. We know neither the fear that drives one to scream for help, nor the reason one is compelled to cry out in protest of something being taken away. I do not know this regret, this frustration, this pathetic helplessness. I cannot bear it. We cannot bear it at all. That is what makes it so terrifying. Even knowing all of this, that wretched king once again overcome this fear. To give up his omnipotence, a fate worse than death once more. Who believes he is an incompetent king, who feels he is ruthless. Glycia Labolos, Bun, Ronove, Berif, Astaroth, Phornios, Foras, Asmodi, Union refused. My body is crumbling away. The demon god pillars are choosing to disappear. We cannot maintain their union. Aggravating. The heroic spirit's rebellion has not stopped. I do not understand. How foolish. The one called the Master still lives. Hallo, ich bin Maxi. We cannot maintain the Band of Light. Only 5 more minutes. I need 5 more minutes to complete our task. So then why? Why is Maxi standing before me? Maxi, Maxi, Maxi! You're in the way. You should be gone. We just need to remove you, but why? Why can't we rid myself of a single human? Tja. Eine Dame hat mir hier eine zweite Chance gekauft, deswegen dürfen wir hier nicht fallen. Enemy servants attacks unceasing. We 9 pillars, unable to see logical in continued attempts of repulsion. Incompatible, irrational difference exists between us and them. Reporting to command terminal, Goetia. We will cease activity. We cannot resolve this issue. Barbatos, Paimon, Bue have already shut down. CT Belev Lirji can no longer be recovered. Eligos came and I will continue to engage heroic spirits until the end. Command terminal, Goetia. We are no longer part of Goetia. My anger won't subside, will not subside. We 9 pillars will no longer have the highest honor. I will destroy every heroic spirit that is void of truth and reason. In the name of the 72 demon gods, I will bring death to all who cooperate with humans. Frustrating. Sapnok, Shax, Wien, Bifrons, Wurl, Hagniti, Furkas, Balam. Those 8 gods cannot be restored. They have become fuel for my magical energy and are no more. Sie brechen alle auseinander. Kill. Whatever you do, kill them. Feelings are necessary for your task. Sie brechen alle zusammen. Why do you fight so hard to protect humanity, heroic spirits? You should be aware that mankind is not worth this effort. Life is painful, memory, evolution at the cost of so much pain is fully unique to this universe. This world is madness. You're all mad. Why should this all hold such value to you? Fool, have you already answered your own question? You're Gilgamesh! Und am Ende kommt der größte von uns allen, liebe Leute. I once fought much as you do now. But we reach different conclusion. You can see anything, everything, and yet you fail to see the whole picture. You focus only on the sadness. You focus so much on each individual, evil that you blinded yourself to the larger tapestry that is humanity. You are the one who doesn't know the value of life, king of demon gods. Besides, value is ever changing. Put a price on life if you like, but its true nature will never change. Have you still not figured that out? The boy you dismissed as worthless is backing you into a corner. If you're having doubts, then ask. I think that'll be your final salvation. He's arrogant lad. Doubt true nature, still not figured it out. Jetzt ist es vorbei. Wonderful, our enemy burn like raging stars, unyielding, adamant souls unbroken even by death. This must be what it's like to be desired. This must be what it's like to be refused. We lack this incredible conviction. Übrigens, wahrscheinlich kommt noch Sherlock, mich würde es wundern. How could we have known? This immaturity, this foolishness, this brutality. Argos, Vassago, and Samigina have collapsed under this paradox. Mabas, Walefor, Amon will fight to the end due to their triple union. Alukas and Oibos protected the rock spirits and have been eliminated. Oh, I didn't know we had such forever. But it's too late, too late! Reporting to command terminal, Goetia. Warning from Gap. There's no need to wait for full verification. An alignment error of 0.99999% is within acceptable parameters. Activate the band of light. Start the temporal leap. We will be destroyed. This is inevitable now. But before that, provide us with the answer to our endless queries. Even if we are to fail, we should edge to our own self-destruction into the universe itself. We are crumbling. We are losing our unity. Activate the band of light. We've lost. I can't be that foolish. Our plan left not a single loose end. Left nothing unaccounted for. Nothing to chance. That's what the last 3,000 years were for. That's what our Temple of Time was for. No matter how small, we cannot create the heavens with any chance or errors, especially when we mean to destroy death. Murmur, Gremio, Oze and Ami have destroyed themselves. Belial, Dekabi and Sia have been destroyed by the enemy heroic spirits. There are 3 demon god pillars remaining. Repeat, there are... Goetia, kombinieren wir's. It's over. How dare you speak to us of the end? I haven't lost yet. We still have the will of fight and the strength to kill you. Komm, Kleiner. Fuhu! I know. Step back, Fu. Stehen wir mal einfach so direkt gegenüber. It's true, there's a certain logic to the King of Heroes' words. We failed to measure your true worth as human. It pains me to ask this, but I must know, Maxi. Third pillar Dantilon has shut down. Almost there. Why do you fight? Why do you not submit to me? Why? Why? Second pillar Andromelos has shut down. Keep going. Why do you keep fighting so hard? That's obvious. To live! To live. Just so you can live? I see. So we weren't even protecting humanity. Then we were mistaken. We completely overestimated you. You long for life and feared death, and while fearing death you defeated us in our quest for eternity. What hopeless foolishness. What worthless stubbornness. We need not save you. That is the very embodiment of absurdity. First pillar Flaurus has shut down. All the pillars have ceased functioning. Humanity Correction Protocol Goetia. Activity has ceased. Haben wir gewonnen? Nein. Es bricht zusammen. Doch so wie es aussieht, hat Goetia noch etwas vor, bevor es hier zum Ende geht. Der Thron bricht zusammen. Aber zu einem letzten Kampf kommt es noch. Liebe Leute, beim nächsten Mal wird es dann zum Grande Finale unserer Grand Order kommen. Es ist Zeit, den ersten Akt hier abzuschließen. Und für uns, für die Zukunft, für Mash, bis zum bitteren Ende zu kämpfen. Dann würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Haut rein und auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.